just ask a question?
Sure.
If you're in a relationship and say somebody's been married more than once,
Mm-hmm.
when you pass over, how do you know if you'll join up with that person, or will they join up with their, say, first wife or first husband? Or
You know, that same question was asked in the first century. Did you know that? But the Pharisees who asked me weren't quite as kind as you in their questioning. They asked me, they said that, what if a woman had had one husband and he died, and then she had another husband and he died, and she had another husband and he died, and she had 7 husbands and they all died? Who would she marry in the spirit world? Was the question they asked. And the answer is, what do you reckon?
I don't know. Like, how do you know?
The guy provided poison.
If you're in a relationship, say now, and you think, oh, you just couldn't imagine not being with that person maybe in another life, how do you know if you're going to be with them, or they might be with their ex-wife, or...
Yeah, the soulmate relationship is a unique relationship, and if you don't experience it here on earth, you will begin to experience it after you've passed, once you've dealt with some of the emotional injuries that prevent the experience. When you do that, you will realise instantly the person you have the greatest attraction to, right? And you'll know at some point. Now, a lot of spirits don't know that until they're in the 4th sphere or the 5th sphere of the spirit world, because it often takes that amount of time before they've released those emotional injuries about the gender, about the opposite gender. But if you have released all of those emotional injuries about the opposite gender, you will know on earth who you're going to be with. So the question is actually born from a fear in you about not knowing. But what I'm saying is, if you deal with all the emotional injuries about gender, you will know on earth who was your soulmate or who is. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Is that how you answered the Pharisees too?
Well, they weren't willing to hear the answer.
Anyway.
So most of the time when a person wasn't willing to hear the answer, I wouldn't give them one.
Oh, right.
So they didn't get one, actually.
So